Alright, everyone, October 30th. Alright, we have to do yesterday's challenge. And we only have 1 hour. Alright, let's see what we can do. Shortest path in a grid with obstacles. Elimination. Now, I've done this before, but I have no recollection at all. What do we have? We have a grid. Either 0 or 1. Up, down, left, or right. From and to an empty cell in 1 step. Minimum number of steps to walk from the upper left corner to the lower right corner, given that you can eliminate at most k obstacles. If it is not possible, return -1. How do you do this without eliminating obstacles? Well, if you without eliminating obstacles, this one's it's only one way down. This is not possible. Oh, no clue whatsoever. Yeah, these type of problems are always hard for me. -40. Okay. I mean, if we probably can just brute force this, right? Just go 4 directions. We'll go 4 directions. And then we're all the way down. But now we say we can eliminate. And we can go 4 directions. Yeah, that's another thing. We can go 4 directions, so we can go up. Usually another way of thinking about this is think about this as a graph. But I'm not sure how this can work as a graph. All right, 3, we have this, 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 this. 1 step, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 steps, right? And then we have obstacles, which just means we have a connection, but this connection is no good, right? Oh, and we remove. Do we have a additional step, right? And it says 3, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It becomes an extra. So have some extra. A number to remove and your position. It could be a 3-level DP. Right? So what we're trying to say is the number we can remove, right? So we want to say starting from here, right, with 1 to remove, what's the minimum, right? So we can say starting with here, 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 with a 1 to remove. If I know starting from here, with 1 to remove, and starting from here with 0 to remove, right? If I want to know starting from here, what's the minimum? It has to start from here with 1 to remove, start here with 0 to remove, right? And then, if I go start here from 1 to remove, which means it's going to be starting from here, right? With 1 to remove or 0 to remove. Yeah, so I can go here, starting from here with 1 to remove, or starting from here with 0 to... No, it won't be 0 to remove. It's still going to be 1 to remove because this directly goes here. Or we say starting from here, because we have to remove this. So starting here with 0 to remove. Let me use a smaller example. Right, this one's actually small enough. Let's work from back to top. Let's see. 5. Start from here, right? 1 to remove, 0 to remove is the same. So I call it a 0 and 0. Okay? And then we're going to start from here. Well, if we start from here with 1 to remove, it's impossible. So it's going to be -1. Oh, and actually, we want to go infinity. And if we start here with 0 to remove, right? Which is going to be 1. And start from this point with 1 to remove is going to be 1. 0 to remove is 1. Right? Okay. How about here? If I want to go 1 to remove, because I only have 1 to go, so this is the next step. Well, the thing is, we can go up. Hold on. Maybe we should go here, this one. When we start here, it has to be 0 to remove. It doesn't have 1 to remove. Okay, so 0 to remove. Then we have to look for 0 to remove nearby. This one is 1. This one's also 1. Then we have to look up. And we cannot look up, because up we haven't done that yet. Oh, I hate it. I hate to go 4 directions. Dijkstra? No idea. Press for search. BFS. Okay. Doesn't really help much. BFS is search. We just search around. Okay, BFS search around to see which one has not been covered yet. So we start from 0, 0, the number we can remove 1, okay? And then we go 2, right? 1 will be 1, 0. That will be 0 because we have to remove 1. The others 0, 1, 1. And then from there, keep going. We can go down, right? Go down, that's gonna be 1, 2, 0, 0. So this has to be 1, 0, no, 1, 1 minus 1. That's not possible. So we ignore that. Now from here, I'm gonna go left, and I'll go this. It's gonna be 0, no, 1, 1. So 1, 1, 0. And then go right. That's 0, 2, 0, 2, 1. Okay, so now we are at these three. I'll just keep going. This one, these two, both are good. So it'll be 3, 0, 0. And 2, 1, 0. For this, we're gonna get 2, 1, 0. We did that already. And go right. 1, 2, 0. And the last one is 1, 2, 0 as well. Okay, so we're back to 3. So we now reached these three. So we can have 4, 0, 0. Right? 4, 0, 0. And then this one will be 3, 1, minus 1. Impossible. Okay, so from 2, 1, 0, go down. That's 3, 1, minus 1. That's not possible. So we can go right. 2, 2, 0. Okay, 2, 2, 0 is good. And then 1, 2, 0, go to 2, 2, 0. Okay, next, we're here. So this we can go, only have one way to go. So this will be 4, 1, 0. And go right, cannot go. So now we're in here, can go down. Go down will be, now haven't reached that, we have this 2, 2, 0. 220. We can now go down. Wait, hold on. 220 is here. We're done. Can now go. So we end up making this. I didn't go through this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is right, but it doesn't make any sense, right? Why this path is not working? Oh, I forgot. 0, 2, 1. 0, 2, 1. Oh my god, this path I forgot to do. 1, 2, 1. Ah, shoot. I forgot a 1, 2, 1. Go down here. We have 2, 2, 1. So we have 2, 2, 0 and 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 0, nowhere to go. But 2, 2, 1, we can go 3, 2. Right? Three, 2, 0. And then we'll go down 4, 2, 0. That's it. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's more. 0, 0, and here. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's 6 as well. Did we check the... I wonder if we checked the solution last time. Still, this type of problem is the one I don't like the most. BFS. I mean, if you think about it, it is BFS. Dijkstra is BFS as well. So, yeah, it is BFS if you have 4 directions. If BFS, go 4 directions. K to go, right? And then visited. Okay, visited. And then, well, Q. For, you know what? Let's go deck. I don't know, I just feel like using deck. While Q. I say ij remaining equals q dot pop left. Right, then we go 4 directions. Let's say for didj in 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, minus 1, and inj. Right. Then we say if 0 smaller equal to ni smaller than m, I have to deal with m and okay, and oh, then we have to say if grid n item j is equal to 0 and and what? And ni and j are not even visited. Q.append ni and j are visited.add ni and j are. Elif is 1 and minus 1 is larger equal to 0 and not even visited. What? Okay. Right. Then what? So for this, we just go through. Every time we pop one out, we come in. Oh, this is actually not a good one. Nah, I'm not using this. I just realized it. Temp is easier for this. Ah, screw you. For I, J, R in Q. This has to be temp. Right? So we go through the entire thing. We say if temp, then the rest plus equal 1. Else, if I equals n minus 1 and j equals n minus 1, then I'm going to return rest. If this rest is the next step, otherwise, which means I cannot go, then just return minus 1. Okay, so else. Oh, doesn't matter. We just if this and then q equals temp, and then we're gonna break out. Then we'll return minus 1. There. So this should be the thing in your mind. If it's 4 directions, then it's BFS. Never liked this anyway, but I have to learn how to deal with this. If 4 directions are allowed, use BFS. I've used BFS. Keep in mind that the extra is BFS as well. So this problem, with the help, I solve this problem with the help of the hint. use BFS to go from top left to bottom right, and keep the number of remaining obstacles to remove in each BFS step. First time we hit bottom right, that is the shortest path. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, the same idea. I have a quota. I don't have to use a quota. I didn't use quota. It's just analyze these two situations separately, and that's it. 52 test cases. 47 test cases. Yeah, so we have a little bit more test cases. It's understandable that it goes a little bit longer. Okay, well that's that. BFS. Now keep in mind, BFS. BFS for 4 directions. Yeah, I know you don't like 4 directions, but that's fine. Alright, let's try this one. Maximum binary string after change. Given a binary string, apply each of the following operations any number of times. If the number contains a substring 0, 0, replace it with 1, 0. If the number contains substring 1, 0, replace it with 0, 1. Return the maximum binary string you can obtain after any number of operations. It's greater than binary string y if x's decimal is greater than. So I have 0, 0. I can change that. You know what? Let's write it out. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So if I have 0, 0, we can replace it with 1, 0. If 0, 0 replaces 1, 0. If 0, 1, we can replace it. No, 0, 1 you cannot replace. Only 1, 0 can be replaced. So we got stuck. No more 0, 0, and then 1, 0 will become smaller. So if we go 1, 0, we return this 0, 1. So we want this one to be 1, right? Which means we want to sacrifice, because 1, 0, 1, 0, we can turn it into 0, 1. No, 1, 0 to 0, 1, it's always becomes smaller. We need to turn this into 0, 0. So then we can turn into 1, 0, right? Now how do you turn to 0, 0? We need to turn this one into 0. And the only one to turn into 0 is if it's a 1, 0. Then we can turn this into 0. Right, then we need to turn this into 0. And to turn this into 0, so to turn 1 into a 0, we have to turn So we need to turn this into a 0, and now we have 1, 0. So this can turn into 0, 1. Right? And now we have a 1, 0, can turn into 0, 1. A 0 can turn into 1, 0. So it'll be 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay. how long is this whole thing? 10 to the 5th. Jesus. So we go from left to right, okay? And then if we have a 0, then we say immediately turn that into 1, 0. If we have a 0, if I have 1, 1, then that's good. We just don't have to do it. We can immediately skip, right? Because 1, 0 turn to 0, 1, that should make it smaller. So every 2 is either have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. If 1, 1, we just skip, go to the remaining. If it's 0, 0, we say we just turn into 1, 0. Okay, then we go to the second one. And if it's 0, 1, if it's 1, 0, we go to the second one. What if it's 0, 1? Well, if it's 0, 1, you'll hope that you can turn this 1 into a 0. How do you turn a 1 into a 0? Then you see if it's a 1, 0. If it's a 1, 0, then you can turn it to 0, 1. Then you can turn this into 1, 0. Right? And yeah, you have 0, 1, you just try to look for the next one. Okay, those are the 4 situations, right? 0, 0, turn into 1, 0, start from this. 1, 1, ignore. 1, 0, ignore, start from the second one. 0, 1, try to see this, can we turn this into a 0? Now, the next one either is 1 or it's a 0. If it's a 1, 0, then we just make the turn. If it's a 1, 1, ooh, that will be interesting. If it's a 1, 1, then we keep going, try to see this. Can we turn this into a 0? Because if we turn this into a 0, then we have 1, 0, we can turn this into a 0, then we can go to the front, become 1, 0. Because the goal is always to make the front as 1 as possible. So, in that case, it's like a recursion, right? It's like a recursion. So we check the current situation, and then we make the change, and then we keep going on. 10 to the 5th. Jesus. I want to give it a shot. Okay, so what do you think? So I'm gonna list this thing, because I need to make changes. and def. We have index, right? From the index to the end, and then we will return. Actually, not return anything. We're not returning anything. And then we simply say if index is already in -1, nothing we can do. Otherwise, we check the current too, right? We say if array index equal to 1 and array index plus 1 equal to 1, right? As a 1-1 situation, then helper index plus 2. Aleph is a 0, then helper index plus 1. Aleph, if it's a 0-1, then array index equal to 1, array index plus 1 will become a 0, then helper index plus 1. Else, so this is the 0-0 situation. Then we turn that into oh shoot, my bad. That's a 0-0. 0-0 turned to 1-0. Right. This is the 0-1 situation. Then we say we want to make this 1 into a 0.
It came late. Make sure it's return.
Yeah, take a picture and say it's leaked. How much is leaked? Is it a little bit or a lot?
I don't know how full it was.
Just take a picture. Show that it hasn't even been opened yet.
I don't have to take a picture of something.
Okay. Yeah. Just return. You say it's leaked. So in the 0-1 situation, we want to make this 1 into a 0, right? What do we do? What do we do? Because we cannot go to the 1, because I don't want to change the 1. It's a 0-1 situation. Now we say we're going to look for the first 1-0, because it's a 0-1, right? So we're going to turn this 1 into 0. The only way is to 1-0 can turn into 0-1, right? So we just keep looking. Is this a 0? This is if this is a 1, keep looking. We have to look until there's a 0. If there's no 0, then there's no way to go. If there is a 0, then we just go back. Oh, in this case, we might be able just to do this iteratively. That is an interesting idea. So we have a bunch of 1s and we have a 0. In that case, what do we do? So everything to 1 and 0. 1, 0. So basically the 0 bubbles up. 0 bubbles up. Okay, so if it's a 1, 1, 1, 1, you keep going. Right, and become a 1, 0. 1, 0, you just ignore. So we will start from the first 0. All the 1s. If it's a 1, just go, 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 go. Right, and then we had a 0. Then, depending on the next one, if the next one's a 1, when if the next one's 0, change into 1, 0, so we have this one. That is a much better solution, man. Okay. Change this idea. Okay, we say if binary I is equal to 1, plus equal 1, else 0. Then we look into the next one, right? Else we say if plus 1 is smaller than n, and binary, actually it's going to say array I plus 1 is equal to a 0. Now we have a 0, 0 situation. Then we say array I is going to be 1, and then I plus equal 1, right? And then we can do this elif then if I is equal to 0, then we do this else, right? Now it becomes 1. Then we need to keep searching to find the first 0 and find the first 0, right? We find the first 0, bubble it up to here. Because okay, situation, I'm at 0. Now I keep looking for 1 until I find the first 0, and I'll turn this into 0. And then I'll go down to that will become a 1. Right? And then then we go for here, and then we say this 0 can bubble up. Right? Go over here, so this will become 0, this will become 1. Wait, hold on. Alright, and then this. Oh, you have to keep searching. Keep searching if there's not, so keep searching for the next 0. Then basically this will become 1. This will become 0. This will become 1. So this is the front. This is the end. Hold on. We're talking about 2 pointers now. Okay, so we find the first 0. That will be where we start. And then we go the next one. Right? And then we go, if it was a 0, then we go here. A bunch of 1s in between, and then we hit a 0. Keep searching for 0s. Or you can say the first time we find a 0, 1, that's when the thing starts to become real. So if it's 0, 1, 0, then we swap, right? That becomes 1, 0, 1. That's a 0, 1. So we'll always have a 0, 1. Therefore, the goal shall be we keep going, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then we find a 1, 0. That's when we find the first 0, then we stop. Then we keep searching. Yeah, if it's all the zeros, hold on. Because when we find first 0, and maybe if we find the first 0, 1, that's settled. Like if it's a 0, if it's a 1, doesn't matter. If it's 1, you keep searching. If it's a 0, first 0, which is this turn into 1, this becomes 1, 0. Then we start from here, and then that's a 0, 1 again. We have 0, 0, right? And then if it is a 0, then we just keep going to find the first 1, right? We find the first 1, so everything's going to be a 1, 0. So 0 turn 1, 0. 0, 0 turn 1, 0. So until the last 0 is turning into 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1 to 1, 0. Now we have a 0, 1. Then we break. Okay, so we just keep searching. When we find the first 0, then we're gonna go I and J. So J is gonna be equal to I plus 1. So while J is smaller than N, and we say while J, array J, while J is smaller than N and array J is equal to 0, J plus equal 1, right? So we go through all the zeros. Now we've hit the first, so J is going to be 1, right? So the first, so we're going to I is here, all the 0, and then J now comes here. So all of this gonna turn 0, 0 gonna turn into 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So in here, what we're gonna do? Interesting. Rest equal to 1 times, okay, I, right? Because we are here, that's a 0, and that's the number, so that's the beginning, right? And then what will happen is we have J equal to this, and then we're gonna just keep going until we find the first 0, right? And then we jump out. So J is pointing to the 1, I is pointing to 0, and in between is all gonna be 1. So we just say rest gonna be plus equal to 1 times, right? So I is here, J is here, right? So I is here, J is here. So it's gonna be all 1 until this one. So this is J minus 1. So it's J minus 1, J minus 1, J minus 1 is this one, okay? And then minus I. So J minus 1 minus I. Right? So that's the total number of things we're going to add. And then I is going to be J minus 1. Right? So now I is 0 and then J is 1. Now we have the 0, 1 situation. So with that, we're just going to say while J is smaller than N and array J is equal to 1. J plus equal 1, right? So blah, 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 keep going, right? Keep going. So it's going to be all the 1s until we find the first 0, right? Once we find the first 0, what we're going to do? When we find the first 0, or we end, right? Or we end. So this is always going to be 0, 1, 0, right? 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So what we're gonna have is it's gonna be 1. So it points to J. So this is where J is, right? Then J is gonna be here, point into here. So this is gonna be 1, 0, 1 is gonna be right, 0, 1. Now 1, 0 is gonna be 0, 1. My bad. So 1, 0. So it depends if J, right? If J is that's a 0, 1. We're gonna see if, because the first condition is fine. We just need to regroup. Yeah, if we come out, J is equal to N, which means it's outside, and everybody becomes, right, so it's outside, then what we say is we're gonna get all of this, right? Then we just going to say if it's outside, if it's not outside, don't have. So if it's outside, then we say if J is equal to N, which means it's already outside, then return rest plus the last is going to be a 0. If J is not outside, okay, which means J is pointing to a 1, then I is going to be here, right? I and J. Then we're going to try to see, blah, 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 go until J becomes 0, right? Until J becomes 0. So when we come out, again, we know because it's 1, 0 turns into 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So yeah, it matters. So we say if J is equal to N, which means J's come out, then that's it, right? Because it's 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Then if J come out, then ooh, holy crap. 0, 1 cannot, and it has to be 1, 0. Right? So there's no last 0, so we just have to leave it there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna return rest plus 0 plus 1 times, well, j is already outside, so j, because I is pointing to 0, right? I pointing to 0 at the moment. I pointing to 0, and then j is pointing something outside. You know what, because we didn't really change anything. Did we change anything? No, I is 0. That's the original 0. We haven't changed it. So actually just plus binary. From I towards the end. Because I is 0, right? That's that. Okay, so now if j is not equal to 1, which means not equal to 1, so j is actually pointing to a 0. So now I is pointing to 0, j is pointing to 0. So what happens is, from, because the marker becomes 0, 1, right? 0, 1, 0, 1, right? And then the 0, 0 becomes so 1, 1 become 1, 0. Okay, 1, 0. So now what we have is yeah, I'm not sure if this is the easier way. There's lots of change. You know what? Changing my mind again. We're gonna use array. Otherwise, it's just too hard to reason. Okay, so again, we see all the ones. Okay, get rid of all the ones. Now I point into 0. J is the next one, right? And then if j is smaller than n, yes, then we just say, well, this is also 0. So 0, 0, 0, 0 towards the end. Oh. Then every time, because we know I is pointing to 0. Okay? So I is 0. So j is here. So if j is 0, then we just can turn I into a 1. Right? We can turn I into a 1, pointing I here. So I want to change something. Then we say array I is going to be 1. And then both increment j plus equal 1, right? So I become 1, I plus equal 1, j plus equal 1. If it's a 0 again, right, until j is 1, right, until j is 1. Then I is still pointing to 0 and j pointing to 1. Now, in this case, we say if j is equal to just outside, then we just simply break this thing, right? And the return would just be this. Okay. Yeah, so simply just break it. Otherwise, j is pointed to 1, right? Now, we're just going to go for j to search all the ones. So j is just going to be j, 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 until we find a first 0, right? Or we don't find anything. If we don't find anything, j becomes this. Then we also break, right? If we don't find anything, then we just break out. So everything is 1. So there's nothing we can do. So now if we find some j that's actually pointing to 0, so what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to say array I is going to be 1. Okay? And the j is bubble up, right? J bubble up. And then array I plus 1 is equal to 0. Right, bubble up, because we're going to have 1, 0 equals to 0, 1. And then 0, 0 will become 1, 0. Right? So that's be 1, 1. And then array j is going to become 1. Right? So an array j is become 1, and j is 1. This is 1, this is 0. So I will be plus equal 1. J is also plus equal 1. So j point to the next thing. We don't know. So now we have the same situation, which means we don't have to do this. I think this is the first. Yeah, we just need to handle this situation. And as long as we have the 0, 1 something, and then a 0, if we have lots of 0, then it's always going to be this. We're going to swap, right? It's going to be 1. So we're just going to move on. So the only difference is at the very beginning, right? It's at the very beginning. And that's actually fine. You can just do this, right? First, get rid of all the ones, and then if we have a 0, 0 situation, we just find all the ones, and then we just swap. And eventually coming out, if j is equal to n, we won't go through this, right? So we won't go through this, and then we go out. Now, this will be interesting. Actually, we have a while j smaller than n here, and then it's going to be like this. So this won't go, so we return this. Now, otherwise, we're going to find the first one. So we're going to have 0, right? And then so find the first j, that's a 1. Now we have a 0, 1 situation, right? 0, 1 situation. So we try to find all the ones. Now we find a 0, okay? Find a 0, and then if it's out, then we just break it. Yes. If it's not out, so j is pointing to a 0, then j is going to be 1, I is going to be 1, I plus 1 is going to be 0. So put I plus 1, j will move on, and then we repeat this whole thing. Okay. This we can create test cases. Yeah, I feel it just took too long. It's not really that hard, but you know, it's not hard. A lot of analysis, binary, and we switched a few methods. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put some. So get rid of all the leading ones. Skip, not get rid of. Skip leading ones. Right? And then handle the situation of consecutive zeros. We can always turn 0, 0 into all the ones, and then the last one is going to be a 0. So now this is the 0, 1 situation. We gather zero situation. it can always be converted to 1, 0, and 1. Then we repeat the same situation by moving j forward until the next 0. Test case. Test case. Print. How many you want? How about let's go 10. Sorry, 0 and 1. Oopsie doozy. Must print this as well. Okay. Let's see. Test. Okay, looks good. Let's go, I don't know, 1,000. How about 1,000? If these are all right, actually, some edge cases. I mean, if this is all passed, then we still have edge cases to deal with, right? Okay, so edge case is, for example, all ones. Okay. Right, this is edge case. And then 0. Okay. And then some just I don't know, random edge cases. Oh, I think we're good. All right, submit this. No. Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's so slow though. So slow. I mean, this is a slow step. Yeah, I don't want to change. Once we find the pattern of 0, 1, 1, 1, we can repeat the same procedure. It can be converted to 1, 0, and we just need to extend on the right until we find the next 0, and the same pattern occurs again. Before this pattern shows up, I have to deal with leading ones and zeros first. And this is all when. Yes. I continually take option 2. Interesting. Continuously taking option 2. Option 2 is 1, 0. So we take 1, 0, turns into 0, 1. So he's saying from going right to left. Interesting. Every time we hit a 1, 0, we can turn into a 0, 1, which means we push the 1 to the end. Because 1, 0, 0, 1, we just rotate the 2, right? So if we go right to left, we rotate the 2. And then we hit another, and then we have 0, 0, 0. If we have a lot of 1s, just bubble it up, right? Until we're going to hit a bunch of zeros, then we hit another 1, 0. And then we do 1, 0, 1, 0. Then it's 1 bubbling down. So eventually what happens is all the zeros is going to be pushed to the left. All the 1s are going to be pushed to the right. And then with all the zeros, we're going to turn zeros into 1, 0. So which is going to be the center is going to be a 0. Everything else is 1. And why are you so smart, man? Why are you so smart? Right? Inspired. Go from right to left. And convert all 1, 0 to 0, 1. What this does is pushing all the 1s to the right and bubbling all the zeros to the left. Right? For instance, a turns into, alright, so 1, 0 going to be 0, 1, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, and we have 1. This is going to turn into 0, 1. In fact, for any given binary string, we can always perform this operation, right? Such that zeros are on the left and ones are on the right. Then we turn all the zeros from the left into 1 to the 1, 0. And we are done. So one count one is going to be binary dot count 1. Right. If we say C1 is equal to len binary, then we return binary. There's no zeros. Otherwise, we have count 0. Count 0 is equal to len binary minus C0, C1. And we say if not C0, return binary. You have C0 and the C0 will be on the front. And all we need to do is just return 1 times C0 minus 1 plus 0 plus 1 times C1. That is the solution. In fact, no, there's no in fact. That's it. Where's your test case? Throw me your test case. Ooh, we have a trouble. I think we have the wrong position for the zeros. What? How is that possible? Alright, we have to use a slightly different test case. That's not helping. Come on. This one works. Oh, no. This one doesn't work. 10. 10 works. What was wrong? I missed the position a lot. What the hell? Look at the second one. Oh, we have to ignore all the... Dude. You forgot to ignore all the ones at the beginning. Oh, come on. Okay. So we have to also find the first... Dang it. I equals binary dot find 0. Okay. Then I'm gonna return binary all the way to I, right? Plus this should be C1 minus I minus 1. Nope. Wait. Find 0. No, find 1. No, wait, no, it is find 0. Yeah, we find the first 0. And then let's find 0 is 0. Then we don't do this. We actually do here. Okay. And then minus I. Okay, 2 lines. We change 2 lines. There we go. So don't forget, right? Do not alter the leading ones. That's more like it. Okay, done. I'll see you guys in 3 hours. Adios.